orphan girl who was a Russian boss. The orphan and the deaf girl, well, they bonded quick. But what the deaf girl didn't know was that the orphan was quite sick. The orphan started to murder and forced the deaf girl to defend her. And if the deaf girl ever told the orphan just would end her, the orphan and the deaf girl, in venom she would drown. The orphan and the deaf girl, and how she would burn it down. She'll fuck up the bathroom stall as she fucking yells. The orphan and the deaf girl, oh how she came straight from hell. Well, the orphan was charming, but it was just a facade. Also, she happened to be a little too obsessed with God. She was kind of a badass, though. She could run shit like no other. She just constantly had to deal with the suspicious mother. The mother she would question, but the deaf girl would defend. It was Stockholm Syndrome, and it had no fucking end. The orphan's favorite game was called Russian roulette. She killed before and she'll kill again. You can fucking bet. The orphan and the deaf girl, in venom she would drown. The orphan and the deaf girl, and how she would burn it down. I'll be waiting for you, mommy, and I'll be waiting with bells. The orphan and the deaf girl, oh how she came straight from hell. Well, the bratty brother tried to play detective, and he found out that you don't mess with Mother Russia, so she burned his tree house. She locked him in the flames and watched it burn with glee. Nobody really knew that she was actually 33. Meanwhile, the mother found out the orphan was lying, but it was too late. Her husband was already dying. She raced back to the house and killed the orphan dead. She reared back on the ice and kicked her in the head. The orphan and the deaf girl, in venom she would drown. The orphan and the deaf girl, and how she would burn it down. She came from a mental ward where they'd lock her in a cell. The orphan and the deaf girl, oh how she came straight from hell. Well, the orphan was dead, and so with her went her life of crime. She burned down the last family's house. She did that shit all the time. I guess the moral of the story